Welcome to another session of Dungeons and Nope. Welcome to Stories from the Multiverse. That's what we're doing tonight. Look at you. I just all right. Roll the intro.
Are you sure?
Yep. No, I'm not sure. These days it gets more and more confusing. What am I? 2, 4, 6, 1. Okay. So what happened last time on Stories from the Multiverse? What did you guys do? You did stuff because there's no way I don't allow a lot of plot to happen because I literally can't DM any other way.
Well, following the repercussions of opening the monster box,
Yes, I like monster
we
boxes.
decided to cut our losses and shrug our shoulders. It's a little outside of our pay grade.
No.
And go back into town,
What?
did a little bit of shopping.
Okay.
We found a place to stay.
Okay.
What else did we do during the day? What did you guys get up to again?
We were at the library.
Went to the library.
Oh, they went to the library without the two researchers of the party.
It's fucking- It's more interesting that way. It was people that actually,
That's the fun part,
yeah. That's what
More
D&D's
fun
all
when you
about.
can't find books.
Yeah. And then we got a little tavern. We set up shop for the night, and we all started our way to going to bed. Betty buys. Anna Firth noticed before heading to bed that there was some freaky deaky person down at the dock, so he was like, "All right, everybody, be on guard." Matthias attempted to booby trap one of the rooms.
How'd that go?
I think that was a few. Was that this week or was that the week before?
That was,
No, that was
last,
this
week. Yep.
last
Okay.
week.
It worked. The booby trap worked.
It was a
The
perfect
on
week.
Ga- on Ganu. It worked great on Ganu.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, the freaky deaky dudes climbed into the room with Matthias, Joe, and Anna Firth. Weirdly, magically, and they shouldn't have. Agilix was like, "Yo, wake the fuck up," but they all got put to sleep. Or at least Sho got put to sleep, and the other two just didn't wake up. The guys searched in the pockets and may or may not have taken something. We don't know. They didn't seem to find anything missing, but that's what it looked like. And then it disappeared.
Wow.
Ganu and Jacques had a very good sleep before being woken up.
I did.
Let's see. Bailey and Faith had a very uneventful night.
That's definitely
Faith
true.
had a little bit of a sleepwalking incident, so she was out on the dock for a period.
Yeah, I feel like that undercuts your
nothing-
previous statement.
Nothing,
Understatement of the century.
nothing crazy happened.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No.
She just walked back, had this new book thing, started going a little bit
Sure.
shell-shocked again. And then they tried looking around and couldn't trace these people, but figured that was powerful magics that they used to get away.
Okay.
So then we got into the next morning.
Yep.
Faith got a little excited because she realized she could write spells in her book. So she ran off to the magic person and bought them out of all their ink to record one of the spell scrolls she bought. And then they set on their trip to the mountains after having a vote of where to go.
Okay. Anybody else have anything else that might have happened or needed to be added?
Faith on those glass eyes.
Oh, that does seem important, doesn't it? There. Just
Nothing
graze over
happened- nothing
graze over
untoward
that,
happened.
definitely.
A red one and a gold one.
Oh, those seem interesting, definitely. Yes, I believe that was, and there were some strange dreams finding you people. Dreams are always totally irrelevant in a magic world. Right then, so you find yourselves in the location where you opened the box and revealed Riza Duret, the champion of Loth, who then made their way toward Red Barrow into the mountains, onto the mountain path that finds its way toward Last Star. Instead of finding a multitude of damage and destruction like you all saw before with the spiders that surrounded her, the area looks completely unchanged from prior to opening the box. The sun is up in the day, probably around noon, and you guys are about to begin your trip through the mountains. The air is fresh. The land feels alive. The Crimson Port is behind you by about 2.5 hours. What do you want to do?
So what direction exactly are we heading?
Pretty much due east.
Yep.
So
We're just in like fields, right? Like plains right now, right?
Plains that were coming up onto a small forest, but not like a forest, but a little bit of forest trees that grow near the mountains, and then that go right into a mountain path into the mountains.
All right.
They
Seems
are
like we-
often used to get to Last Star quicker, but typically these are, you guys would know, guarded roads to a degree. They're not like utterly, like, surprise, we can sneak into the capital through the mountains. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Seems like it's a fairly well beaten path. Shouldn't give us too much trouble on the way. Hopefully, as long as we don't bump into Riza.
So, who wants to make a survival check if you're taking the path forward?
Before we go forward,
Yeah.
say, sure. Do you want to send Ardrelix up there and just, I don't know, see if it can see the thing that we unleashed?
Why
or
don't
Faith,
you
if you
have
want to as well.
Faith? Yeah, I mean, she's got a thing.
It's a bit new to her, so I don't know if she's
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know
that's
how
fair.
much control
That's
she
fair.
has of it.
That's fair. Yeah, I can do that.
That was an angry owl who.
It's better than what it shows. Wow, 22.
Nice.
Adrilix goes up into the sky and looks out about the path. Through his eyes, you can see a normal mountain path road where the forest ends, and as it twists and turns, it is a winding path. Plenty of how do they call those? Not breakbacks, but double backs. Yep, you know what I'm talking about. And you go up the mountains in certain ways, and it crosses back and forth until for quite a ways, until there's some mountains obscuring Adrilix at his height and altitude. Seems like it goes its way towards Last Star.
Play that to the squad.
Only a 2 weeks journey to Last Star.
You know, that's very rude of you, Birdie. You can't just make fun of Birdie like that.
Well,
Birdie can do things.
I wasn't
Birdie's
sure if
beautiful.
I wasn't sure if you knew how to do it yet. He's brand new to you.
Oh,
Did you just call him Firthy and then refer to your bird as Ferdy?
No, this is Bertie, as I point to Annifirth. And
Oh,
this
boy.
is Bertie, as I
Oh,
point
boy.
as I gesture to my owl.
Oh no.
It's very clear. There's no reason to be confused about it at all.
Yeah, honestly, my confusion, that's on me.
oh.
He's very talented. I don't know why you think just because he's new to us that
It's
wouldn't be as skilled as he always is.
it's
Always
probably
has been.
just familiar overload for me.
Oh.
Hmm.
All right, so do we move?
Yeah, we're going, I guess.
All right.
Nothing to stop us.
Someone roll a survival check.
I got it.
A meteor comes down. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna have Birdie fly like
Mhm.
120 feet in the air, just
Sure.
as like a scouting eye.
Sure. You can give a perception check on that as you see the Phyraxian invasion begin.
No.
Bummer.
No way. No other properties allowed.
12.
Okay,
A
12.
crossover no one expected.
That is a 10.
10. Okay. A bunch of average level 2 or 3 NPCs. Level 3, right? NPCs.
You're level 3, yeah.
Darn, I can't have fun at level 3. I need at least level 16 before I get to have fun again.
Level 16? Are you kidding me?
I'm fucking kidding. I am kidding you, yes.
It's gonna be a while.
He's laughing, but he's crying inside.
A little bit. There are things that I keep going on my sheets like how level 8 maybe? Nah, I can't do level 8, can I, Reed? That probably would be unreasonable. Maybe level 10? Nah, that'd probably be unreasonable. Wouldn't it be level 14, Reed? Nah, that'd probably be unreasonable, wouldn't it, Reed? Do you make ridiculous encounters? Yeah, you fucking do, don't you? You disappointment. All right, so since my dreams are memes, let's continue.
Dreams are memes.
How'd you guys make your way through the mountains? You can see how well worn the path is. It seems like this is an actively used trade route. As you enter into the path, you do come across what looks to be 2 station guards of Last Star that give your group a look, but don't even stop you. I mean, there are no taxes. There is a wave of sorts towards the group. Both the Birdie would have been able to pick them up because they're not hidden or anything like that from the air, but they are from, if you're coming around a corner, basically, as you're taking the path, you won't even notice the way they are standing and flanking on each side. They wear the symbology of Last Star, which is a shooting star, like impacting the ground. And as they look to you, one doesn't really care, the other just sort of gives a wave. The other seems to have some sort of stones that they're playing with in their hands as the group passes. And as you're passing, you're more than welcome to do anything you want or continue on your way.
Is it like noon at this point?
Like 1 o'clock now. We'll say you're an hour in.
I'll just say, hey, good afternoon, as we're walking by.
The one that was engaging with all of you goes, "Afternoon, safe travels. The road is clear. No mudslides or weather issues on the horizon, last we heard."
Hey, thank you.
By chance, we had heard rumblings over in Crimson Port. There's this strange entity that probably passed through this area. There was weird stuff going on. She was very dark, like black dressed, spiders everywhere. The plants and nature seem to be wilting around her.
You see,
Did you happen to see that figure?
no, I didn't. As he looks over to his companion, the companion stops twirling the stones in his hand and sort of goes, "That's a strange description for an individual."
It was a very concerning rumor out of town, and it sounded like they were in the direction of Lastar, so we just wanted to be passing along the word to be on edge if something dangerous arises.
Oh. Appreciate the information. Thanks for letting us know. Keep an eye out if anything like that happens. The other guard looks to you guys and goes, "That would be very noticeable. To slip past our eyes, not likely. But thank you. Thank you for letting us know. That is strange."
Yep.
All right. Anything else with the group? All right. So over the course of the next week, I want you guys to give me one survival check for each person. 5 days.
16.
Okay.
Oof. 8.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
Can I have Birdie help me get advantage for this?
No. How about no? Okay.
How is that even possible?
18?
No.
17 plus 1.
Mine
This is-
was cocked, but it was like in the middle of my dice tray.
Oh.
That's a 14.
Okay.
It was super weird. It was between a 12 and a 2, and it was like And it's like, what? But it's like in the middle.
Time to get new dice. That's what I'm hearing. They're worn out. Each night, it's clear skies, and there's almost a calmness to the path. You can see locations that edge off that have been carved out from time to time from travelers, and it looks like purposely there's almost like, not campsites per se, but a much more bare-bones version of that for people to build a fire pit and just chill outside here to get out of the way in case people are still moving through the night. No, on these days, very rarely do people come by. You see maybe one or two carriages and markets going towards Crimson Port, but it looks like this path isn't being well traveled. As it starts to finally become a little more traveled, you come across a branch where it starts taking you deeper into the mountains, or it cuts out towards other cities, and it's almost like a crossroads that allows you to pick the correct roadway to get a much more direct route to the surrounding cities of Lastar and so forth. At the road, you can see more station guards as they look bored out of their mind, and each of them have signs showing you which direction to which city, and Lastar is still straight on path, straight ahead. Red Barrow is far into the distance to your, what would be north, and it towers over all of you at this wonderful red glow, but it's not nearly as vibrant as the maps make it out to be. It's dulled and deadened by the weather over the years, and a multitude of moss and grass has grown toward the bottoms of it, and near the top you can see even snow peaks because of how high it goes into the air. So it's actually an interesting white, red, and green color palette, but all faded and not as pretty as one might have hoped. You can
kind of like a Santa hat with a green band.
almost a little bit like a Santa hat, but there's so much carvings in it with all sorts of people's artistic expression that a Kringlefest hat, you should say,
Yes.
It doesn't catch on immediately until it finally dawns on you, and you're like, oh, look at that, yeah, and the colors match, and it's kind of like cone shaped and all that. It's nice. All right. As you guys take your path forward, who's going to take watch this night?
I, just as a precaution,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to wherever we set up. I'm gonna make I'm gonna spend like 11 minutes, 12 minutes,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna pull out this little bit of wire,
Mm-hmm.
and along the outside of a 20-foot cube,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to. You'll see me like lay down this piece of copper wire, and you see me do a little bit of like a little spell under my breath, and then this like blue glow lingers everywhere I trace it, and I trace this big 20-foot cube around us as I set up an alarm spell around us
Mm-hmm.
as a ritual.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The alarm spell is set.
So now anything that either hits the wire
Mhm.
or enters the designated area
Yes, we'll set off alarm.
will set off an alarm in my head.
All right, very good. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sleep first night though.
Okay. So who's taking watch?
Oh,
I can do it.
Tonight.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Anthony can do it.
Okay.
I am gonna leave Birdie awake.
Okay. Anforth, give me a perception check. As you and Autumn are awake.
3.
Nice. Nice.
Natural 1.
Birdie has 21.
Oh, Autumn has a 24.
Perfect.
Carried.
And she should roll at advantage too at night, but I don't need it. As you guys are sitting by the fire, as it is now ambered and dimmed out, watching underneath the stars around the mountain, Birdie, is it flying or just on the ground or on one of the nearest rocks?
He's probably just sitting on like a big rock or stump or something.
Sure.
Maybe a little outside the camp.
Yep. Autumn sitting across from you, Anfirth, and you just hear like a bit of a sigh from her.
You alright?
Oh, yeah. Just, I guess weird to be almost home.
Yeah, I mean, how long has it been for you? I don't know if we ever really asked.
It's at least a few years now. I think it was around 2 or 3 years since I was last here. Well, almost here. The mountains are really familiar to my people, and we normally don't get this far south, but on occasion, when I was a child, I did. So it's a little bit of a treat. It'll be nice to come home, but also, you know how family is. They can be a bit much.
Yeah. Is there anybody specifically you're worried about seeing after all these years? Maybe somebody that's worried about you, or somebody you might have wronged.
She just snorts and then looks up into the sky.
All right then. It's a beautiful night.
It is. It is. And as the two of you are staring at the sky, you can hear first before you feel the wind pick up, and this gust of wind just hits the entire group, and all your belongings and stuff just go and slam against the little alcove that you guys are in, getting at least you two awake. I don't know if everybody else necessarily would be awake. The wind enough to knock all your crap over. Probably the noise would startle some of you, but doesn't necessarily have to startle all of you. As you look to the sky in this clear night, Anfirth, you can see the outline of a gigantic winged creature in the air flying over and into the mountain range. And then the wind picks up even more, and this time everybody gets knocked on their ass and thrown towards the wall as you see another one, probably about 3 to 4 times the size of the first one, flying over. It's so large it actually blocks out the moon as it flies by.
What the hell was that?
Oh my god.
Autumn
What
is just heavy
going on?
breathing. Bailey was like, what was that? What was that?
Did you see it all? What was that?
I don't. The first looked like a dragon. I have no idea what the second was. It was massive.
Which way was it heading?
It was heading, so if you look at your guys' map, it's heading deep into the mountain range. So heading due north into the center of the mountain range, not toward Lastar, not toward any cities.
Well, I hope wherever we're going, we don't run into more of those.
Yeah, you and me both. As far away from that as possible. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do we have, like, you said there's a bit of, like, an outcrop. Is there, like, cover from sight from the sky, or is there...
Not really. You would have to do, like, against the wall and have them from a different point of view, not be able to see you at, like, at an angle type of deal. But they've already flown by. They already seem, like, deep into the night and gone. The little airplane effect, they're so high up, they're traveling at such speeds, but...
Yeah.
Whew, that's a lot of wind force they generated.
Well, I'll make sure when everybody else gets up. I don't know, is everyone awake at this point?
Yes, everyone would be after
yeah.
the second one. The first one, not
Just
so much
tell
the second
everyone
one.
Tell everyone what we saw. They heard
Well,
about
that's terrifying.
How much of a glimpse did you get at it? Could you tell any characteristics?
I mean, not really. Just wings, large.
Color.
That's really all I got.
I've got an
Now with
idea,
your
guys.
3, with the owl, you got a perception check of a 21. Does it have dark vision?
It does not.
Ooh, it fucking sucks
Really?
to suck.
An owl doesn't have dark vision?
An owl does not have dark vision.
That's
It
wild.
has
Well, that is
keen. It has keen hearing and sight, so it's at
Okay.
advantage.
okay.
Autumn has
For
dark
all
vision,
hearing and
Autumn
sight.
does
based.
have dark vision, but
but
is she
also dark vision is
shades of
black.
right? Yeah, yeah.
Shades of Grey.
So, no idea. You guys could have, but nope. You had to be lame. Sorry. I didn't catch it. I apologize. I was too shaken by the windstorm that preceded it.
No, that's fine. Better that it doesn't see us. And honestly, if it doesn't see us, we don't need to see it.
And that's why I didn't want to take this path.
Can I think of any legends or history of any like dragons being in this area?
Well,
Yeah,
Ganu told
Go ahead and make a
us
history check. Yep.
there was a whole thing about dragons in the
The
mountains.
Yep.
book I found said there was a possibility of dragons up here.
Yes, but you can specifically look for a legend that you may recall, or try to if you want. Show.
I tried,
Yes,
so I failed.
you failed.
Yeah, I'm just too tired.
Yeah, you're just
Still too
dazed.
groggy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Wind knocked out of my brain.
I guess so. So, anything else the group would like to talk about, discuss before returning to bed and watch?
Is there
Maybe
anything we
let's-
should do to make ourselves safer in case that thing decides to come back or anything like that wants to?
camp inside things that have a covering?
I
Yeah.
think as we go on, then yeah, we should, even if we have to stop an hour or two earlier, just find something that has a covering, some kind of overhang or something. Have we seen anything like that in our?
Occasionally, it seems like they get worn down because of the basically geography and climate. A lot of times it'll end up caving in, and that's why so many are just circled outcrops. But some of them do exist, so those are more the premium, and people do get in there as soon as they can. You have, when you pass them, some of them even try and set up a little shop, temporary, like you remember with your goblin selling shiny rocks.
That's all I can really think of, unless anybody has anything magical that can obscure us. But
I have one thing, but it only lasts about 10 minutes. So,
yeah, not sure that's gonna do it.
useful when we know something is happening immediately before.
Faith, can you do that thing that you put an illusion up?
That's what I mean. I can
Oh,
cast.
maybe if you stay up, in the next night or whatever. You
I
can-
mean, it's easy enough for me to do it consistently while I'm awake, sure.
that's all I have.
So, yeah,
That's all of my plans.
okay.
Okay, so you guys pick up all your shit again, lay it all back out, and get
Begrudgingly
comfy.
Set up the tent. Ugh,
Yep, and this time in night, in darkness.
great.
Hit
Hit your hand with the hammer driving the stake into the ground.
God, fuck. Just,
Very fun.
don't want to draw attention to potentially whatever's out there. All right. On the next day, as everybody, you still get your full rest. On the next day, as you guys are traveling, go ahead and make a survival check, one of you.
I got it. 24.
Oh man, so you do notice as you're walking down the path, as it's still a few hours to sundown, but actually out from the path there does seem to be an outcropping. You can see a less worn path. You had to be really looking for it, but almost up a level onto one of the crags, you can see another one of these rest stations that does have an overhang, but you'll lose 2 hours as you are now approaching only 4 days out from last star.
Hey, do we want to keep going, or there's a pretty good spot to set up camp right over there with some
I'm in
coverage?
favor of not getting plucked up by a dragon, so let's take that.
I don't think a couple
Potentially-
hours is gonna
could
kill our journey. I don't think we have any deadlines.
We could even potentially just wake up a little earlier and get set up. Get set on our journey a bit earlier.
We're not in a rush, so it's whatever we want to do.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's set up here.
Right.
The group goes
Are
in.
there,
Yeah.
Are there any signs that there would be inhabitants there?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll that because I'm a halfling. That's much better. That's a 15.
15. As you come up into and start scouting out this area, you do notice what look to be fresh footprints inside the cave, leading into the cave.
Hey everybody. Why don't you take a gander at this? Seems we're not the only ones here.
Some muddy footprints from maybe walking around the clay of the mountains in other areas.
Not footprints.
Just 2 footprints. Did you ask what kind of footprints?
Pines, yes.
Make a nature check.
While he does that, the cave, keeps going deeper, right? The cave, or is it just around here? There's footprints.
I'd say so. There's a little path that so you have your normal path, and then there's a little string one that's not as obvious that curves around some of the mountains, the mountain walls that you guys are walking through that have been carved out, and then above that sits a little opening to a cave that is almost like an optical illusion of sorts, just because the way you're facing it from the road, you can't see it dead on, but you can take the angle and all of a sudden it's very clear there's an opening to an area. The boots tracks only show up about 15 feet outside, so there's nothing on the path, and then it shows up going into the cave. And the cave itself doesn't look like it's super deep either, though. It doesn't look like the big opening to the mines of Moria. It just looks like a lot of what you guys have been seeing in the past. What you've been staying at during this week of travel.
I'm gonna see Ganu kneeling down to inspect the footprints. And
Yes.
Say, Ganu, here, let me do something real quick.
Mm.
And I'm gonna walk up and my hand glows. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder.
Mm.
My hand will glow this blue, and you'll feel a quick pulse of energy that makes you feel energized as I cast a quick guidance.
You feel this natural 20.
Nice.
Was that a D4?
Yeah.
Ganu. Oh yeah, can you get it? Gonna get a max out?
Well, so natural 20 plus 1 plus 1, so 22.
22. Ganu. Without hesitation, without a second thought in your mind, you absolutely recognize these footprints to be common boots that humans wear. So this is pretty impossible to miss and mistrack a natural.
What a plot twist! Oh my god, I didn't see that one coming.
Humans, of course.
Humans.
As you all clearly
I
see
thought
the
they've been dead for
footprint.
centuries.
That was probably the best natural 20 waste of your entire career. That was the perfect, if you were watching a movie, you the viewer go, the human footprints, as all the idiot main characters go, let's investigate what this is. And you're like, it's a boot. It's a boot. It's like, do you think it could be lizard tracks? It's stuff. No, it's a boot. Just like lizards could wear boots. And the others like that. We've seen things similar to that.
I mean, bears can sail, so.
We're watching Dora.
yeah, we are.
Is it a lizard print?
No.
No.
All right, so
I'm just gonna pick up a rock then as we are near the mouth of the cave
Mhm.
and cast light on it. So
Okay.
it glows like a torch.
it does. As it ignites, you can see inside the cave. Are you guys going inside the outcrop?
Hello? Is anybody in there?
Hello? Is there anybody in there? Hello? Is there anyone in there? Hello? Just the echo of the cave in your voice.
Let's check it out. I walk in.
Ganu,
Walk in with him.
as you guys walk in, it's dark, but you can still see a little bit. It's very dim lighting because of the rock structure. So you can see inside just fine. Antfirth, there's clearly spots where you can put torches inside here on the walls that are extinguished. There's a fire pit area as well, and it's very common looking like camping ground like you guys have been using night by night.
Put a couple torches up for those who can't see.
And the entire place is now well lit.
Yep. I've got my torch rock.
Okay. What is the group doing as you set up camp?
Where did those footprints lead?
As you look and follow the footprints, Matthias, they take 2 or 3 steps into the cave and they disappear.
I'll look up.
Like just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the roof of the cave?
As you look up to the roof of the cave, you don't see anything, just the normal cragginess of the roof, no growth or anything. This is solid rock structures and the heat of the area.
I'll pass
Let's take a
my
look.
I'll pass my rock that's lit with light. I'll
Mhm.
pass that to Matthias. Give that a toss down at the cave. It'll stay lit.
I will do that.
I'll also have Adrelix just inspect that area in case there's any like invisible stuff, because he would be able to sense it.
Sure. Go ahead and give a perception check for Adrelix.
Of course.
And as you toss the rock, now you see the full cutout of the area. It's now just a circular area. It does not lead any deeper. It's not this big mine shaft or anything like that. 20. As Adrelix inspects the shoes area, Adrelix is looking around, and as it looks over to the corner, a little off to the side, it gets a strong sense of an invisible entity. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna.
So it's not like a super deep cave. It's
No,
just-
no. No, it's not at all.
Hey, Matthias, could you just hold me steady real quick, and I'll just like fuse myself into Adrelix's senses,
Mm-hmm.
and just start walking forward into where the invisible thing is. And
It's-
just kind of like
It's moving. Every time you take a step forward, it starts moving off to the side. Are you following it as it's moving off to the side?
yeah.
It's now notices it's following where it's going, and then you see all the arms go out of the invisibility. Like, you can't make out features because it's just got this like invisible, like almost the outline, the classic video game invisibility, where you can see there's something there, but you can't make out the features. And then you can get like a head looking side by side and starts going like pushing the hand towards Adrelix, trying to get it to shoo away.
What's
I'll
that
snap
like?
back to my senses. I'll snap back to my senses and just take out my lantern of revealing and just shine it on that corner and just be like, "Oh, all right, that's enough. You can get off my cat now."
As you go and shine that, nothing's there. You feel a touch on your shoulder going, "Aren't you the rudest?" as he knocks the lantern down, and you see this long staff and going, "Oh, chasing me out into the mountains, are you all? Unbelievable, unbelievable," as he walks towards the center of the fireplace and lights it with his staff, and this blue flame ignites inside the entire area and sits down on a bench, and he goes, "Amazing running out to you all out here. It's good to see you all again. You're all healthy, I see. Very good, very good."
Fucking icky.
As the group recognizes Iki at the center of this cave right now, what brings your wonderful group out into these likes? By the way, it's fucking hot as blazes still as he's lit the fire and he's warming himself by the fire.
You know, could ask the same of you.
Oh, that would be a good question.
How are
Sting
you
it.
out here?
How are you? Last I saw you, it was back in Ashaya. And I knew when I wasn't wanted, and look at you finding me now. How does it feel seeking me out instead? Well, I don't want you anymore. I'll be honest. I know when others aren't wanted either.
I had no issue with you.
That's true. I liked you.
You're a bit strange.
Sunshine! I am not strange. Out of his hood, you see the white ferret look at him and go like, it's like, oh, enough with this. They're taking their side just because they're here. I know how that works.
I mean, we didn't even know you were out here. I thought you were stuck in that
Oh,
shrine
you
area.
don't have to pretend like you weren't looking and seeking me out. I know it was heartbreaking to lose track of me when you all teleported away. That was very strange magic, though. Definitely don't want to touch crystals like that. I'm surprised you all were so gullible, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Nobody move a muscle! As he stands up, lanky limbs, pale white skin, big ass beard, white beard, his eyes beady as shit as his hood falls off. And as like he stops there, then the image of himself goes blue and turns the ice, and all of a sudden you hear, "Die, foul beast!" And with his staff, you just hear this solid thunk into skin. As all of a sudden appearing, you see Araxis get, "Oh, fuck! Oh! Oh my goodness, you can see me!" And he's just clubbing the shit out of Araxis right now. And you see Araxis, oh my god, you know who I am. Oh, enough with the hitting! Enough with the hitting! And he's just like, "Oh, I got you, everyone stay safe! I've seen this kind before!"
Oh, you have.
And he clubs him again, and you see him go, all right, enough! And now Araxis jumps up and starts scratching his face and biting his face, and now he starts going, Oh, Sunshine, help me! Oh, he's got a mean bite! As he falls down to the ground, and Araxis is biting the shit out of Iki's face right now, and Sunshine is now on Sho's shoulder, and you just hear like this, just watching. He's like, "Oh no, I've got him on the ropes. I just need you right now, Sunshine!" As he's biting like crazy, and all of a sudden it fades, and you see Araxis being like, What in the fairy hells was that?" And all of a sudden, an ice cage comes over him. He's like, "I got you!" And you see Araxis then fade out of the cage, and he goes, shit! As he then throws the cage around, and you see the two of them standing off in the corner where Araxis is sitting there, and he's just like, Tros, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know about that."
Go stand in front of Araxis,
Yeah.
kind of like heads out, like, "Okay, hang on a second,
Well,
guys.
show you're in the
Just-
way.
no,
It's going to
just-
eat
no,
you.
You stop causing trouble for one of our companions."
How dare you? You see Araxis go, "I don't eat them." She's like, "Oh, that's exactly what you want them to believe, wouldn't it be?" And as like you're trying to stop him, you see it fades again, and they're back to wrestling on the ground, and now Araxis changes form into his like dire wolf stag form, and you see Iki going, "Oh shit!" As he then starts running away, as he gets basically gored by the antlers, and he falls to his side. He's like, oh, Sunshine, anytime you can tag in would be delightful, my friend."
Can I talk to Sunshine?
You can try to talk to Sunshine.
Sunshine, is he normally this what's the word I'm looking for? Dramatic?
You hear inside your head, "Yep."
I kind of turned to show, and it's like, I mean, the last time we the one time we ran into this guy, this tracks. It's
Same. I just wanted confirmation from his companion.
"Ghosts of hello, bring me peace!" As he shoots ice towards Araxis, and Araxis just ignores all of it, and he just like, "You using ice against me? Are you kidding me?" As he then shoots ice back, and as the ice hits Iki like stands up, he's like, "Oh, I know that ice. Oh, you're a little bitch." And you see him go, "Oh, I am not." He's like, "Oh, you have nothing to worry about." He starts walking away. He goes, hey, we're not done here." And he's like, "Oh no, I think we're done here." Come back when you know what real ice is like." As he sits back down towards the fire, and he goes, Oh, you evil little creature! I'm gonna put a terrible curse on you." It's like, "Oh, I'd like to see it with that type of ice magic you got there." Here's a pamphlet if you want to join real ice magic. As he gives one of his pamphlets of halal over towards Araxis, who just freezes it and then like bites it as it then destroys, and he storms off over towards a corner and like up onto like a corner of the ceiling where he's just basically stuck there. It's not like levitating or anything. He just kind of walks up the wall, ignoring gravity, and just sticks up there, just pissed off back in its fox form. And you see cuts, bruises, bleeding, bite marks on his face, big old smile as he takes out, it looks like some acorns and starts putting it in his mouth. He's like, you're all welcome, very welcome.
Sir, do you two know each other?
Oh, no. I have no idea who that is, but I do know he sucks. You see Araxis just look over and just spit towards him.
Why do you think that?
Oh, you know those type of creatures. They're all, What? No? No. You've never seen one of those before.
Oh, we've seen him, but nothing like him.
Oh, well, who am I to ruin the surprise? He goes back to warming by the fire.
You're Iki, of course.
That is me. As he then takes out from his staff, you can now see he turns it over, and as he flips it over, the bottom half of it forms back into what looks like to be a lute or musical instrument as he starts strumming onto it, humming his song to himself.
I just look at Faith, and I'm like, I don't know what to make of this.
Okay. Well, now that you've stopped fighting,
I've won the battle and saved all of you. He'll be in line now forever. Eat shit! You hear from the background.
what brings you out here, great Iki?
Well, I don't know if I'm great or have ever been great, but I'll certainly start now that you've told me I'm great.
Last time we met you, you told us that's what your title was.
Oh, I think you've misremembered these encounters. I can be overwhelming at times. Isn't that right, Sunshine? And Sunshine, still on Show's shoulder, just looks and gives her like little... As he looks in and goes, oh! You're very right. Yeah, I can't deny. I love you, Sunshine. But I think the real question is what you're doing out here in my mountains.
Your mountain?
Nah, they're not my mountains. They're everyone's mountains. What is this? Of course not.
Something completely different.
No, not at all. This is not. It's free real estate out here.
Oh.
That's it. It's free to everyone. It's everyone's mountains.
Well, we are trying to get to Lastar.
Oh, what a lovely place. Oh.
That crystal we were hunting for, it didn't work out very well for us.
Oh, why not?
Well, for some reason it was attached with a teleportation spell that sent us straight to, Tasha.
Oh!
Dustlight.
Oh, that's a fun place. Did you at least enjoy your stay?
No! It was terrifying.
Oh, no taste here. I see why you run around with the likes of him. So he points back up to Araxis, who is licking like some of its wounds from getting clocked in the goddamn face.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit down.
I will grab my dulcimer and sit around the fire with him and join him.
Oh.
So you've seen beings like Araxis before.
Oh, I've seen many, many things. As he starts strumming and seeing the fire, all sorts of strange creatures appear in front of you. You all can make nature checks to try and see if you can recognize literally any of them. They're going really fast, and this is clearly purposely, as he's trying to show off, but also doesn't want to be called on his shit. In case you do know something, he doesn't want you to say anything.
Well,
to 10.
Okay, 12. No. Yeah, so no, you don't recognize it. Those of you looking then, who decide to roll.
I only ask because your wealth of knowledge must be extremely vast. We hit the books, we did all the research we could. But as far as I can tell in conventional history, nobody has ever seen such a creature. So any information you had would just do wonders for posterity.
You know, your flattery, Matthias, works really darn well, but it's fucking disgusting to me, you know? Who talks like this? Talk like a human. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm not a
I mean,
human,
I mean,
so
he is
Not a
so
human, yeah.
that's-
Looking around at all of them, he's like, oh, of course I know he's not a human. He's a short human.
no, I'm not.
Don't get us what happens.
I've seen incredible things that would blow your mind. I know what.
Have you never seen a halfling before?
Sunshine, have I never seen a halfling before? Sunshine just goes and shakes her head, like, kind of twists it, like, is this a double negative? Like, what do you want me to say? And he goes, exactly. Of course I've seen halflings before.
I think that it would be more than fair, since I'm giving you a brand new experience, a new entry into your logbook, if you would do the same for us.
You do know what one of the great friends of the Heralds and was a Herald candidate was, my friend.
Who is that?
A halfling named Orhana.
There you go. Okay, I had to call your bluff. I wasn't sure.
Of course, I'm a
You're
great
right.
chronicler and much better than that fucking fluke of a herald that was supposed to be the greatest bard ever. As he starts strumming again, ever. As you see in the fireplace, like a melting Tullius starts appearing and then going away. He has nothing on the great talents of myself. As he begins to strum, a couple notes go off key. He's like, fucking shit.
He had Halal's favor, so.
And guess who has it now? Oh! As he shows up in front of his hand, you can see this beautiful floating ice star inside his hand that, you guys can make religion checks to see if you recognize what it is.
We'll partake in the religioning.
18.
Hey, it's a waste of a natural 20.
So,
12.
my, from the stories, those of you that rolled higher than a 15, and Matthias especially, you're spot on. You recognize it. You're engaged with him. This is something that is very obvious thanks to the stories of the heralds and the accomplishments of many of them, including Tullius. So the faith of the Frostborn and Halal gets around and you hear things, not everything, but one of which, the symbology is strong enough to transcend cultures. Of what he has here is the stamp of Halal. And this is only given to some of the most important and or the most accomplished individuals in relation to halal. This was normally a sign of like what the Herald Tullius would show people when he was trying to be kind and like, I'm on your side, I'm friendly, during his travels among the world of helping people. Tullius was not the only one to get these. Others who were successful and helped make the world a better place received these in the name of halal, who were doing good by the faith. He has one apparently on his person as he shows it to all of you and gives a big shit-eating grin, like still blood coming out of his nose into his beard, scratches, and like a little bit of a lazy eye going on right now. And he
Wow.
puts that away.
Quite the achievement. Congratulations.
Oh, it was quite the day. The story would blow your mind. It was incredible.
We have all night.
We do, but there's other stories like what you have been up to. You went to Dustlight. How interesting. And you met Tassa.
Yeah, she was
Never met her before.
terrible, really.
Oh.
I mean, like, she enslaved our minds for a few
Days.
months, days.
Like almost a week.
It was, oh yeah.
Without consent.
Over 350 years. He looks over and goes, oh shit, there's more people here. As she called in. Nope, as Jacques. No one. As Jacques makes his comment with Autumn sitting more towards the shadows and Bailey just sort of looking on as he looks over to them. He's like, oh shit, look at this. You got your own party of friends here. Oh, 355 years. That's terrible news. Oh my goodness. So
We're trying to ferry them back to Last Ark, because most of them live in the nearby area. And that's also the easiest way for us to get home, so.
oh god, yes, definitely. Very interesting. He takes out a pipe, and as he puts it in, you see blue fire explode out of it, and he starts breathing out, and instead of seeing like smoke coming out of it, you see like what the equivalent of like your cold breath coming out, but it's like coming out of the pipe. That's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Sounds like Tasha isn't as nice as Friends of Stories would make me believe. They should change those songs.
There are songs that portray her as nice.
Many songs. Oh, I could sing one of them for you right now, but I feel like it might scar your heart.
Maybe don't.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
I really think we should tell you about this thing that we found in a box.
You found something in a box?
Person thing.
Here, open this box. As he takes out a box from his cloak, which shouldn't. Nope, that shouldn't fit there. As it comes out and he hands it over to you, hand for it. It's like, open the box.
I'll open the box.
As you open the box, you hear this big as like fireworks shoot out of it and everything, and out of the box you see Sunshine like paws wide, being like, "Give me a hug."
Sunshine's still on my shoulder?
Nope. Nope. She's now over there from in the box.
He was there before the box, right?
That was weird.
Do you give Sunshine a hug? She's small though, so you can use like your hand
I'll
or
just
something.
Pick her up. Yeah, I don't know. Like, she's like a ferret, right?
Yes, she is.
Yeah. So I'll pat her head.
As you pat her head, you see she gives a smile, and then she like wild shapes. It looks like very similar to what Ganu does, but into a glass star crystal. And then you see her back on Iki's shoulder as you just have a star crystal in your hand now.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna hold on to it.
It breaks immediately. As it breaks, roll a d6 for me.
4.
Okay. I gotta get something up.
Time to roll on the madness table.
You didn't what? There wasn't enough of that in campaign 1? Okay.
You see purple tattoos beginning to form on your fingers.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Here we
Cut
go
my hand
again.
off. Cut my hand off.
You get a
Aw, shit. Here
You-
we go again.
get a +1 to your deception. Permanent bonus +1 to your deceptions.
Oh
What?
my god.
Huh. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
So you can just add whatever you have to your modifier for deceptions. You can add one more to that.
I will do that.
So you found something in a box. Probably not as exciting as what I just gave you in that box.
Well, it's
You can feel like there's
definitely very exciting.
this cold warmth in your body too, as you can just feel this like strength come over you in like your voice almost has this like you can feel almost this magical command in it a little bit, and then it fades immediately. But for a moment there, you're like, "Oh, what was that?" But continue.
Yeah. No, definitely. Never as exciting as what you just gave me. But Ryza Durette, is that the correct name?
Yep.
Some kind of weird spider herald lady. It wasn't a herald, but something like that.
Oh,
Something about
I
being a
I think she
champion
said
of,
champion.
Champion.
champion of
I-
LOL.
oh, that sounds very strange.
She came this way, actually.
Oh, she did. You see, like gets right next to you, and a little too close. You can start to smell a little bit of the BO as he looks in and goes, "Really, really now, huh?"
Yeah, she gave us this thing. Take out the gemstone.
Oh, mind if I take a look?
Do you like the Shadowfell?
I mean, I have friends in the Shadowfell, so I mean, it's okay.
By all means, go ahead.
He touches the crystal, and you see Ikiki disappears. And then about 30 seconds later, you see him come back. His robe that was once brown is now jet black, and he has like these party bat ears on his head, sort of like, you know, the Disney Mickey Mouse
Yep.
ears. They're now bat
Yep.
ears, and his entire staff now is covered in like it's still normal and has all of its ice carvings and everything on it, but now it has like a whole thing of bones all the way around it, and you see him going, oh, it's so good. So that's what shit, I'm back. Okay. Takes the stone and gives it back to you guys. Yeah, that was interesting. Very interesting.
You are a strange one.
I know a lot of people.
You're a judgmental one. Oh, let's get the bones off. Now I don't have to be polite anymore. As he's like, every time he picks up a bone, it turns to ice, and he just throws it on the ground. It shatters and dissipates into nothing as he's picking them away. Then he flips it back over and turns back into his lute as he starts strumming it again. Yeah, probably don't use that much at all. You know, maybe if you're in a tight bind. But fun fact: the old champions of any of the Malorn gods, they can chase you just fine into the Shadowfell. So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna go away, boop, up, they can still see you and they're gonna punch you in the face. I'm not speaking from experience.
Well, she was, headed this way. Is
Oh.
she gonna pose any danger to any of the cities or anything like that?
No, I have no idea. That sounds terrifying. Probably.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, she's that's a troubled one. A lot of bad things come out of Lolth. Not many good things.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Oh, it's probably pretty bad. Not my
Now
problem.
I can't tell if you're just playing it up. Sunshine, is he just playing this up?
You hear in your head, it's actually really bad.
Oh, shit. Alright, yeah, if Sunshine says it's bad, that's how I know it's bad.
You see, Sunshine! Don't worry them. It's all under control by others. Not me, of course. I don't give a shit. But somebody will do it. Somebody will take care of all this. You see Sunshine lean in and he's like, oh. 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 And you call us friends. You're so persuasive. You know that, Miss Sunshine? Fine. Anywho, excuse me being so rude talking to my friend without, with all of you present. I tend to do that at times, and I've been scolded by many friends for doing so. So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Well, that's exciting, though. So you released potentially the next Doomsday of the world. Hopefully the old, what's the fucking idiot's name? Ari! Maybe he'll come around and figure that out for us. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Though I haven't heard much from him for a while. Did you know he went missing? He's been gone a long time. He tends to do this all the time. And guess what? All of a sudden behind you, in all of your ears, there's all copies of kind of genie style of Iki Iki, and he goes, no one cares. And then he comes back right to the center. Look at, nobody even knows the difference. So is he making a difference? Not if you ask me.
I mean, I'm sure he must be. He's a herald.
Yeah, it's a bit of a closed-minded thought process, isn't it?
I've
Just
met
'cause you don't see it
a
doesn't mean
plenty
you
of
can't-
heralds, and let me tell you, they're a bunch of underwhelming individuals. Minus the scary lady. She lives up to the legend. You don't want to meet her again. That's the one you don't want to. He kind of looks up and around a little bit. He's like, you can even see Sunshine just sort of goes in the hood and just like, we dare not utter her name to draw her attention. I fear not the god Malora, but I fear that woman. You see, he looks over, and then immediately there's like 4 hands over your mouth from Iki Iki. Goes, oh, do not speak the name of the wicked. You're mumbling, and underneath his mouth, as then he goes back over to his place, and it melts off into water onto just you. She's too busy doing all of her bullshit. She doesn't have time for us. Isn't that right? Sunshine? Sunshine? You see Sunshine over against the wall, just sort of going in a circle, getting comfortable now. As you see Araxis look down, and he's just like, You hear in your head, Anfirth, I could probably eat that thing.
I just kind of try to reply to him in my head.
Yeah.
I don't want to like say it in front of you.
Yep.
I suggest you don't. Kind of as a question.
Yeah. You see, like, most of his wounds have healed up from getting clobbered, and you just see him shake his head. He's more talking to himself now that you realize as he continues, and he's just like, how could he even see me? I wasn't even showing myself. It's pointless to keep that up now then if he can see me. Just totally into himself right now.
There were some individuals who seemed to just keep following us. They're very persistent.
Oh.
They were the ones who were responsible for undoing the arcane seals that were on the box.
Oh, she was sealed in.
I believe so, yes.
Oh. This is very bad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We gathered as much.
I know all of your names. I can report you.
You probably could.
Think I'm white?
Do you have any idea who would want Riza to be roaming free? Just a run-of-the-mill culty individuals doing culty things type of situation?
No, well, yeah. Run in the mill. Oh, how you say no.
Okay. Do you have any idea who they might be?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's Loaf herself. She's been pretty sore since her champion went missing, let me tell you. So once they disappeared, there was a lot of callings out there. Ever been down to the Underdark? Anybody? Huh? Fun place. You see him get up and like do some gestures and cultural things that clearly you guys have absolutely no idea what the hell that means.
Does Autumn know what that is?
Autumn definitely knows what that means. And you see her just roll her eyes like, oh, my fucking tourist. And he's like, I mean, no, that's all they've been talking about for decades and decades now. They got all sorts of great songs. Oh, where has the champion gone? Our hearts are broken in two. We cannot be whole till the daughter is home and some blah, 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 blah. So, but you did that, so now it's fine. Well,
we
not
didn't do
really. Well,
Yeah, it was mostly their doing.
Oh.
We just kind of
brought it to them.
Removed it from society. Actually,
Yes.
a couple of trolls were carrying it around aimlessly.
Oh,
We were trying
ogres,
to
you
help
say.
them to their destination.
Mhm.
Not the best bodyguards.
Oh, no, definitely. That's weird.
Confusing.
Why would they have that?
I thought so too. It's very validating hearing you say that because I've been thinking this whole time that it was extremely foolish of him to
Very.
put them in charge of such precious cargo.
Who's
So
it?
I
Who's
think-
that?
Oh, it was some lord. Does anyone remember? While I flip back in my notes,
Lord.
what did I write it down?
Lord something.
One of the lords out of Zarnmere?
There's plenty too. Do you know how deep the hierarchy goes, my lord?
My goodness, this is annoying. I need to organize my notes better.
I know the name.
I know you know the name, but I know my character knows the name.
Would you like me to tell you the name?
Yes.
Lord Rasmus.
Lord Rasmus. I'm gonna write it down again. Yeah, it was Lord Rasmus. He was the one who charged the two ogres with bringing the crate from A to B. But they were very lost and very naive and very adorable, and they're too good for this world, honestly.
Stop talking. Senior or junior? You don't know?
You told me
they
to
did.
stop talking, so I can't
Oh, the
say.
funny one. I see a bard and I know a bard when I see a bard and I see a bard. As he's now playing your instrument. As he takes a couple notes, you see he's like, tasteless. As he hands it back to you, Well, that'd be very strange if it was the senior Lord Rasmus, for he died 2 years ago. It'd be strange to be sending such a journey.
How long ago did they begin their journey? Do you remember?
It was exactly 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, it very well could have been, because they had been on their journey for 2 years.
Oh, a dead man sending a champion across the world. Very interesting. This sounds like a story. A dead man, as he starts to strum it up. Later, there needs to be more. Keep talking this time. You got any more details?
So, Lord Rasmus Senior could potentially. Do you think he was the one responsible for stealing Ryza, or do you think he was the one who dug that sealed crate out of an archive somewhere and allowed it to be set loose?
Oh, these are good speculation. I have no idea.
I was not really talking to you. I was more speculating to my group. Does anyone have any ideas?
I mean, it's weird that he went out to the swamp to find some ogres. It's not like he sent his own personal guard or anything to bring it, which he very well could have done, I'm sure.
Indeed.
Do any of us know the nature of Lord Rasmus's death?
You just found out he died.
I don't know. Maybe it would have been in the news or something.
No idea for your lot. You have nothing to do with Soromir.
Well, we do know that they were supposed to bring the box to Dawn Call.
Oh, the good people of Dawn Call. Brought the box to Dawn. Work on it.
To some clerics, I believe.
Oh, plenty of tuned clerics. Bunch of fucking clean-nosed, enduring individuals there. Do you know how long I tried to convert a single one of them? They're so... We don't need your gods here. We have each other. Look, I can do this! Ah! And all this ice magic shoots up and craziness, and he brings it back. They don't want that. Who doesn't want ice fun magic? Or even acknowledge it's cool. They're like... God, powers of the gods do nothing. And he's perfectly imitating one of the people's phrases that were said to him. And he's like, everybody check into your left coat pocket if you have one.
A check.
Yeah.
All of you find in at least your coat pocket or in a pocket a pamphlet of halal inside there. And you see him go, nah, magic powers from the gods.
Wow, this is so nicely laminated.
It has to be for all the journeys that we go on. Isn't that right, Sunshine? She's very good at laminating. Isn't that right, Sunshine? Oh, she's sleeping. I don't want to disturb Sunshine.
Is there any reason a noble from Soromir would want to engage in an act of aggression against the folks of Dawncal?
Aggression? No, they're how you say anti-expansionary. They are the opposite of most of the kingdoms I found in the east. You should hear some of them. Ooh, this is my land. This is my land. Get off my goddamn land. So on and so forth. Yeah, no, they're very happy with what they have and praising Critula and all of her dumb bullshit. You know.
Well, guess we'll have to do a little bit more research about this particular topic.
Oh, I mean, if it is your problem, which you did release them on the world, so I'd feel a bit guilty of all the people that are probably going to die because of you.
Feels like a stretch. We were just wrong place, wrong time, really.
No, don't think so. You were like glowing beacons when I last saw you. It's still on you.
What is?
On your hand there.
Sorry, man.
No, there's nothing. You don't see anything on your hand.
I don't see anything on my hand.
Oh, it's clear as day, just like your buddy Enfoth over there.
Can you show me what you mean? I don't see anything.
Nah. See, then goes back to looking at the fire and strumming his music.
Yeah, look at my hand, I assume.
Yep.
You know, he pointed at my hand.
Yep.
Where it's supposedly glowing.
Yep.
I don't see anything.
No.
I'm gonna look at Araxis. Is he looking at me at this point?
Araxis looks over, feeling your gaze, and he looks at you and goes, "What?"
I'm gonna try to communicate in my head because he did that last time.
Yeah.
Is there something on my hand? Is there something on my hand?
Oh, yeah. It's clearly your hand's been glowing. It's really a pain in the ass at night.
Why? What? I don't see that.
I don't know what you do with your hands, and I don't judge you for it. as he then goes back over to ignoring the group out of being pissed at Iki Iki.
Weird.
You said it was glowing like a beacon.
Oh, you're boring. Ganu, what have you been up to lately, my friend? You look so tall and big. I miss having big friends around. I annoyed them all to death. They're literally dead now. What's going on in your life?
Well, I guess I read a book about all the animals in the air.
Ooh.
This area.
Oh, which one did you like the most?
Ooh, definitely the monkeys that throw fiery shits.
Ah! Yes, they're great.
I would like to see them and a couple
Oh, yes.
more of these.
Oh, I almost would like to see them again. Oh, they're very good creatures. Let me tell you, what does a fire monkey have in common with a politician?
They're both always flinging shit.
10 points to show. You get a D10 inspiration, Joe. You see a little tear come down his face. Just brilliant. Just a brilliant boy, that one. Just brilliant. Maybe we should get the band back together, huh, Sunshine? Or is she still sleeping?
I don't think I was ever in your band.
Oh, you're not, but I could
Wasn't
call
I?
him up. No.
I also want to see these camels.
Oh, gross creatures. They spit all the time.
They spit.
Oh, yes, yes. Just like llamas, little bastards.
Llamas.
You have no idea what a fucking llama is.
Yeah, exactly. I had never heard of one before. Since they're desert creatures. So
Oh.
it'd be cool to check them out.
Let me tell you, I've had my fair share of camels, and if I never see another bastard camel again in my life, it would be too soon.
I guess I'll have to take your word for it.
Yes, yes, but enjoy the first experience is always so magically, like flinging fiery shit. And then it never changes.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so we found the ogres in Rumble.
Ah, fuck, we're back to this.
Yeah.
Yes, you're ogre friends with this boring story that clearly has no conclusion. You guys don't know anything. Boring Snorefest. Yes, so you found them, and they were in Rumble, and you let out the end of times, and now you're like, oh, it's not my fault. I've met a lot of people who have said that in my time, and it's almost always their fault when they say that.
What exactly do you do?
I know when I'm not wanted. As he stands up and starts walking away, and then he sits down. Like, as he walks away and walks into shadow, he's back sitting exactly where he was, and he goes, oh, many things, most of which spreading the good word of halal.
Or are you just gonna follow us everywhere and just try to convert us? This
Oh, I'm much too busy. I told you followed me here. Yes. Trust me, I have much more things to do, important things to do than sit with
Who are
the likes of you.
converting in these mountains? There's nobody here.
Shows how much you know. Oh.
Sunshine, are there people in these mountains besides us?
You see Sunshine wake up and she's like, mm-hmm. And I have the task of converting one of the greatest creatures in all of existence to the faith of halal. I'm sure it's going to go swimmingly when he hears my latest lament I have created. And he starts stringing it up and starts playing, and it actually sounds fucking phenomenal as he starts it. He's like, but for his ears only. As he stores his staff away and it completely disappears under the log you all are sitting on, but there's no spaces of the log for it to disappear into.
It's not the dragon, is it?
He leans into you again. Who the fuck told you about the dragon? This is top secret shit, my friend. Are you part of the group? As he winks and winks at you 4 or 5 times.
No, I just in the book it said they're people thought there might be dragons here, and we saw one.
Oh, dragon! Yeah, no, I'm not converting dragons. Yes, there's dragons here, but
What do you think I meant?
nothing at all. I was confused. I heard Dargans, it doesn't matter what I thought. That's good to know. It's very good to know. No, I'm not here to convert dragon.
What's a Dargan?
The Dargan, I made it up. I have no idea.
Not even one enough that would be large enough to blot out the moon in the night sky.
I told you about the dragon that can blow out the moon in the night sky as he looks over towards you.
The one that flew over our heads.
No! Oh, he's gonna be on time. That's so kind of him. No, I have no
have a
idea.
name?
No.
Oh, so there is a dragon. You know of him then?
Of course I know dragons. What do you take me for, a fool?
Well, this specific dragon you just said. This specific dragon does not have a name, so you know of him though.
Okay, he has a name. You've caught me in my tongue ties. You're all very clever. 5 points to Gryffindor. You don't get that reference because you don't exist in the multiverse like I do.
What?
A lot of words just came out of his mouth. You were very confused and a little
Said some
upset.
stuff, but I have no idea what to say.
You just hear static.
Oh, shit. I'm definitely not buying time to look at the fucking name. God damn it. Is that on my computer?
While
You know what?
everybody is.
It's not
I've heard of a
Ryzog, is it?
griffin, but what's a griffin door?
It might be.
I am
Is it
gonna
maybe a
spend some
door made out of
time.
Griffin?
I am gonna spend some time setting up an alarm at the cave entrance.
That seems quite wasteful. I mean, you mean like a
Yeah.
whole griffin, or do you mean like the height of a griffin?
I don't know.
One
Magical
sec,
properties
I got
or
it.
something.
Maybe it's like the wood is like infused with like griffin bone or something. I don't know. There's lots of options.
It's in the notes, but I don't know where the hell I put this information. I did not expect this to come up tonight, let me tell you. Oh, it's just... It's got a name, it goes by Ryzog. It's just a whatever, who cares? Boring details no one cares about. It goes back to strumming on his loop, being like, fucking idiots.
Well, I mean, I'm tired because we've been walking all day.
Oh, I
It's
bet.
been lovely talking to you.
Oh, yeah, not on my account.
Yeah.
Yes, oh no, sleep. I won't watch you while you sleep.
I don't think there will be much happening.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Nothing ever happens to this lot. Not with your glowing hands of come kill me.
Is that what it does?
What?
I don't see.
What are
any
you
glow.
saying?
It really sucks.
Stop
that
bringing up
does keep
glow.
happening.
What are you talking about? You're
I
so
would
boring,
really
Matthias.
like to know if we've
So
been brought into
boring.
a curse
oh,
as a result of a quest given to us by a pirate king, because that surely is not the way I envisioned my
oh,
life
you know
going.
the Pirate King.
Hey, he's the guy who sent us.
Yeah, we've had
We
this
already told- we already
conversation.
told you
I
this.
know, I'm
We already
fucking
told
with you. Ah, yes, he's an idiot.
That big diamond cursed us. Is that what you're getting at?
You're a vampire. What are you doing back there? Come here. Come into the light. You see, Autumn does not move. Ah, you're boring. What are you doing? Scared to go home, it looks like. You see Autumn being like, how about you shut up? Ooh, I can see. I'm guessing brooding. Ooh. Looks like you have ranger armor on. Female, though. Ooh, the court's not happy about that, are they? Shut up. What is, how's Mom and Dad feel about all this? And you see she comes closer and her hand starts glowing with red fire. She's like, I'm gonna melt you, little frost boy. And he goes, they aren't approving of it, are they? A fireball comes out towards him, but more like a firebolt. And you see like the ice form melt and everything. And he's behind her now and he's got his arm around. And you see her immediately go to stab. As it goes into an ice form again. And you see him go, oh, I think so. I think so indeed. Troubled waters. How is all that going out there, you know? Is Gloomhaven, maybe? And you see her like, she just gives a, oh, who is this terrible creature? And you see he goes, oh, Sunshine, I'm a terrible creature again. You see Sunshine go, like put a hand up in the air. And you see, this is delightful news. Oh, goodness gracious. Tell me, you haven't heard anything about, and he goes right into her ear and whispers a little some. And you see her eyes, like, from this rage, just stop and go wide a little bit. And she's like, I don't know. And he goes, it's fine. I didn't expect you to know. Oh, but it's okay. I was just seeing, maybe, I'm coming across you folks out here. Coincidences. She's like, but how do you? And he's like, no, you're boring now. You there. You look depressed. As it goes over to Jacques. And he goes, you look like you've had a big revelation occur to you. Is that true? He's like, how did you know? Well, it's very easy. I read people. It's not like anything special. You ever met a fortune teller before? He's like, yeah, we used to have them back home. He's like, yes, they're idiots. So I'm better. I'm a real fortune teller. They suck. They do all this cold reading and things like that. I don't have to do that. I have godly magic. And all of a sudden the explosion of ice and everything happens again. He's like, and she can't cut me off, I think. He just sort of stares for an awkward moment at Jacques, and he's like, so what's bothering you? You were gone for a long time? Depressed, had a big revelation? Don't tell me. You cheated on the wife, and you're scared to go see her when she gets home. My wife is probably dead, and no, I never cheated on my wife. How dare you? And, shit balls. Oh, of course not. No, that was too far. No, I think somebody else. It must have been somebody else. I know. You're a wanted man, and you have parents that are very disappointed in you. He's like, no, are we gonna do this? Are you just gonna I don't like this game we're playing right now. Could you stop? He's like, fine, your son's a pirate king. As he goes back over to the fireplace and sits down, he goes, no, he's not. He's like, yes, he is. As he sits down, and he goes, no, he's not. And he's just like, Jaqualdon's not that common a name. He goes, yes, it is. And he's like, I've only known one Jaqualdon in my time, and he was the pirate king. So, logically, like, I don't care who you know. That doesn't mean anything. Do you know where the Pirate King was born? See him look, and he's like, no. It's like, do you want to know where the Pirate King was born? You see him go, no, as he sits down and is now facing away. Ganu, my friend, you want to know? Oh, it's a lovely story. Let me lament. Bring. There once was a lad, so small and afraid.
Oh, you could have rhymed with sad there. That was just an easy one.
I'm telling a story. I'm not rhyming, you little bitch.
Saying if you're doing it
He just give me a wisdom saving throw.
It was easy. It was the low hanging fruit. The 13.
13. You find yourself teleported into the middle of the ice waste. Just endless winds and ice just blasting you right now.
What did you do to him?
He'll be fine. Don't interrupt the song. You'll join him. There once was a young lad who was so very sad when his papa went away.
You changed it, you little bitch.
You're freezing right now. Give me a con saving throw.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a blanket over myself. 16.
All right, you're doing well, but everything's immediately frozen. When his dad disappeared, he swore to the world. It immediately goes out. You're in the ice waste, bitch. You keep interrupting the fucking song. It's never gonna get good. It's not good to begin with. All right, I'm already improving, you bitch. God damn it. So he said he'd find him one day. He studied the magics, but it wasn't enough. So then he decided he had to get rough. He traveled the seas and found himself in the company of thieves. But plans were dashed, and friends were changed, and off he went to chase annoying bitches that do nothing and literally, when they disappear, have absolutely no impact on the world. But even then he knew his place wasn't there, bringing the heads of useless good-for-nothing shitheads to friends long gone. So he went under the open seas to find the strength he needed to find his dear old dad. Jacques just sort of looks at him. He's like, that's not a very good song. Well, the truth hurts, so I don't really care, so. You've got the makings of a miserable mage, don't you? As he looks at Bailey, you see her just, fuck. I don't even need to try hard with you. How's Ashen doing? You see her, I don't know. I don't know how Mrs. Zurin, Professor Zurin's doing. I don't want to know. Yes, indeed. You might better be suited with, other ventures, wouldn't you? And she's like, no. She's like, oh, yes, indeed. I see the way you look at all the familiars. You like the owl, don't you, over there? She see her eyes go over to the owl. You like the little, whatever the fuck his thing is. And you see Adrelix over there just look. He's like, I'm a cat with wings. Like, it's not that difficult. Just like, and you looked at Sunshine. So the moment she's got in here, you haven't taken your eyes off her. I know the feeling. And you see her, it's like, you're in the wrong school of magic, aren't you? And you see her just look and immediately burst out into tears, and she just starts crying, ugly crying. And he's like, oh no.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't want that. Oh, geez. Oh, well,
Yeah, I thought Palal was about like laughter and fun.
she
not
is
people crying mad.
fucking sometime. Well, actually, you should really get to know her. She's really good at crying. So let me tell you, she's broken quite a few hearts in her time. Okay, well, let's,
Oh, you're getting out of this.
I know I'm not, as he now appears next to her, and he's like, no, it's okay. And you see her just be like, and it's like, breathe, and she's like, I can't, I'm just a disappointment. My parents are never gonna love me. They're so good. They accomplished so much. He's like, it's fine. It's like, I don't even know if I can make it. I mean, it's the hardest school. It's like, it's fine. She's like, I just love it. It's so cute. She's like, oh, they are very cute. Yes, indeed. Enough. And she's still crying. He's like, as his entire staff turns into a lute.
Side hugger.
Yep,
Like,
she's still crying. He gets the lute and he starts singing the song. And as the song sings, instantly, all of you just... Actually, everyone give me a wisdom saving throw.
I mean, I'm in the ice.
Not you.
so
You're
do
still
I-
there. No, you're still there.
Okay. Cool.
You see actually a person on the horizon with a lantern, like, on the distance. Being,
21.
start waving towards you.
22.
I wave back.
Okay.
9.
There's the
Yep.
third natural one I've had tonight.
Okay.
I feel that. I feel that on a spiritual level.
Everyone fails, and you feel this calmness come over everybody. Even she starts to sniffle a little bit, and as he sings his song, all of you guys feel this great peace overcome the group. And as he finishes, he goes, now, life can be extremely difficult, Bailey. And I did not mean to bring up such difficulties. It seems like there's a lot buried deep down with all of you that I feel, when left untouched, can cause more problems. So I give you a gift. As he holds out his hand and he goes and holds another glass star similar to what Anfirth had, and goes, go ahead and take that. She takes it, and then it crushes in her hand. He goes, her hair sort of blows back a little bit, a little up, sort of like sack electricity, and then goes down as there's a blue glow that emanates on her face, and he goes, know you can be whatever you want Your parents can't dictate the song of your life. You're the singer, so you write the lyrics. And as he turns back to the group, you can only hear whisper. It's kind of like, it's not for you guys. He's just talking to her. He turns back and strums the instrument again and goes, oh, let's do fortunes for the other boring group then. No more deep, dark secrets. And you see all of a sudden, around Bailey, you can see a peacock now like come around her side and sort of rubbing into her. And you see her just like begin to start ugly crying again. As this time you see like, this one's fine. Who wants to have the fortune read?
I do.
Oh, good boy. I knew you'd be first up, Ganu. You see Bailey interrupt. She's like, is this for real? He's like, yes, it's for real. You're welcome. She's like, oh my God. Oh my God. You guys can recognize this is a familiar. She now has a familiar.
She got a free feet.
I need you to place your hand on the bongo. As he then bongos appeared in front. As you immediately smack the bongo, Matthias, you come back just as the individual was starting to get into earshot, and you're hearing, you heard like, are you all? And then you teleport it back. Matthias is covered in snow and ice, and you see he goes, oh, and he waves his hand out, and you're instantly warmed and fine. You see he comes back. Jesus, you're making a mess inside here. As now you see Bailey with basically death hugging this peacock around his neck, being like, I'll never ask for another thing again. This is all I've ever wanted.
I throw the soggy torch at him.
it hits him, and it's not even phased now. This is a magical bongo, my friend. It came from a great isle of a dead piece of garbage far, far, far at the bottom of a rocky mountain. Big earthquake that occurred here, and all these people got displaced by it, so I stole their bongos. This is one of them.
Ooh, how many did you steal?
It was a lot, I'll be honest with you.
Look,
so
many bongos.
I need you to focus on the bongo. Think about the sound of a bongo inside your head. Do you hear the sound of the bongo?
I hear it.
Everyone can hear the sound of a bongo because there's a second bongo that he is playing out of sight of Canu with his other hand. Very good, very good. As he looks to the rest of the group, he's like, shut the fuck up. As he's playing the bongo, do you hear the second bongo? Inside your head, you hear a deeper bongo as you now see two bongos that he is playing.
I hear them.
The most important bongo. Canu, please tell me you can hear the third bongo.
Do I hear a third bongo?
You do hear a third bongo, which is now above in the ceiling, playing by itself. And the ceiling, you can just see the bouncing happening, everybody else around, and goes, very good, very good. It can work now. It can work, and I can get use out of the many bongos I have. This doesn't even make a dent. So... as you hear the beats of the bongos, do you hear any more, like, chanting inside your head?
Do I?
No, you don't hear any chanting.
No chanting.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so the God of the Hunt won't bother us this time. Terrific news.
Oh.
All right, so... I need you to envision what's most important to you inside your mind. And then hit the bongo.
Okay.
Softly, but not too hard. Don't break the bongos. I don't want to replace them.
Okay. It's most important.
Yes.
Okay. Nice little tap.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
5.
Okay.
Rolling low.
Oh. A person from your past to be met in your future. As he's tapped the bongo, you can now see this scene unfolding as a lotus, an ice lotus appears and opens up, and as it twists inside the air, you can actually see a display going on of faceless figures as a story begins to be told. Something pivotal to your world, to your future, and to your past again. Tell me, do you have a person that means something very special to you?
Yeah.
Who would that be?
Well, I mean, there's a few, but I guess if I had to choose one, probably my sister.
Well, the funny thing is, it's definitely not your sister, I see.
Okay.
She seems safe. Not in harm's way, unlike this individual. They seem to be bringing the harm. Oh, you know dangerous people. Interesting. In the reef, the forever reef, burning away many of the pieces inside there. Oh, the Tritons won't like that one bit, will they? Seems like something... Yeah, you. There at the reef with the individual.
Am I breaking the reef?
No. No, you're not. It looks like you're trying to stop the wreath from breaking from this person. Go ahead and roll another d20. Tell me, how do you feel right now, Ganu?
Oh, so 14.
Okay.
I feel nervous and confused about who would do that and why.
Oh. You see the person fall to their knees. Oh, Ganu. I see. Oh. As he pulls a card out of the air, and you can see this, what is typical for a queen on cards, but frosted and inverted on the tarot card he has pulled out of thin air. It's the sign of a fall of favor. And you find yourself begging this individual as something is taken from you. Something important. Not the wreath. Something else.
Something else.
Tough to tell with these winds. If only I had more godly power to clear the visions. She looks up to the side. More godly. Fucking snorefest. Alright. Go ahead and roll on the d20.
Natural 20. I don't know what that means.
Fuck, Jesus, Ryan. He flips open another hand and he goes, oh. How about you pick another card, my friend, as he puts that one away?
Okay.
Pick another card. Unless you wanted the witch, as he shows you the... Oh, wait, no. Oh, I read it wrong. Never mind, I'm just kidding. As the witch turns into a high priest. Oh, thank goodness. The high priest.
Oh.
It shows a test in your future. A test of faith. Something you'll be defined by. Maybe this moment, something taken for you in a test given forth at the Forever Reef. That might be interesting. Will you live a long life? Only the success of this test will make sure of that.
Do I have to study?
never studied for a test in my life. As the whole thing stops and all the bongos you hear all at once going all the way. The lights flicker on and off, and you hear this echo out throughout the cave from all these voices. That's all the ice fortune had in you for your future. Very interesting future, Genu. You're big of a drag. You know, some people can be fun. I don't know why you can't be.
I mean, I try to be fun.
I know, I've experienced it, but your future sounds like... Ugh, sounds like the boring people I once knew. Ugh.
That's a real downer.
Yes, I'm so tired of downers, I'll be honest with you. The good news about these fortunes is they can be changed, or you changing ends up causing them. I don't remember. It's one or the other. So you either do nothing different or do everything different, and then it won't happen. You'll be in good shape.
Yeah.
Anybody else want their fortune read?
Why not? I'll do it.
Hell yeah! Play the bongos! There's 10 bongos around you now.
Oh my god.
He's like, I need you to smack each bongo once. At least once.
All
right.
One bong.
Okay. You smack all the bongos?
Yeah, one by one.
Okay, I just smack all the bongos. He's like, okay, now come smack Ganu's bongo. You didn't need to actually do that, but they never get any use, so I really appreciate that. You'll get an extra special rating.
Just kind of
Yep.
go over there and I'll hit the bongo.
Oh shit, I forgot. Think of most important thing in your head, then hit the bongo. I'm very bad at this.
Most important thing, or the most important person?
Most important thing. Yes, it can be a person. Doesn't. I've met people, you know. Not the most important thing is a person, you know.
Okay, and I'll hit the bongo.
Good. Then I'll change the music. I need something more ominous. Nah. Nah. No. Oh, that's way... No, it was bad. No, we're not doing that. Let me just queue up some Bloodborne real quick.
Classic. Wait, that means it's a boss.
Time to fight Iki.
Let's go. Alright, let's go to the other music folder. Playlists. Mysterious. Yes, this is perfect. This is what it should have been all along. Never had a doubt. Stop. Now play this song. Upload this song. Now play the song. And you better loop. Copy link. Play link. There you go. Oh god, please don't crash Discord.
Classic.
Oh, thank god. You're back. There we go. Roll a d20.
Aye, Captain. 18.
Okay. I'm a lie. Roll a d10.
Aye, Captain. 10.
Ooh.
Oh, look at this. As the lotus opens up again, and you can see a figure walking towards a large forest. A destiny. Seeking an outcome in your future. Searching for something, are we? Aren't we all? Isn't that right, Sunshine? Some for love, some for riches and power. You for answers. Go ahead and roll a D100.
20.
He looks around at the group as the tarot card comes to his hand again, and you see the high priest again. The hell's wrong with all of you? Another test. A test of faith. A test of your very being. What is this? The test? What is... I don't like this. I don't like people like this. I've known them. They're annoying. They write stories about them, and then this is... I don't want to do it anymore. You see, actually everything stops. The bongos pause. He's like, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. No, stop. His lute was playing in the background, so he made mood ambient music. No, I'm not doing this. No. He crosses his...
It's not going to be the same card for all of us.
It fucking better not be. Go ahead, roll a D. He looks towards you and draws a card. Go ahead, roll a D100. If you roll a fucking 20, I'm going to cut you.
86.
Thank.
You're welcome.
He picks a card and goes, the crescent moon. Oh, that's interesting. For later, though. For you. Oh, we'll do that one. He puts that away. All right.
Oh,
You've made your point, as you see Sunshine standing up on her legs over in the background. It's like, yes, fine, I'll continue. All the music starts right back up and exactly where it picked up, and all the lighting comes back in. The ambient mood comes right back in. All right. A test. Again. So, do you know how ununique you are? Every adventure, whatever. So, a test. Seeking out your future inside a great forest. Frozen forest. How are you feeling right now as you approach a figure deep within the forest?
I don't know. How do I feel? Fine? Cold? Alone, perhaps?
Ah, loneliness, you say? Well, this figure promises lonely will never again be. Go ahead and roll another D100. If you got another a priest card, I'll tell you where to shove it. As he comes out, he goes, ah, the bear. Guarding that which you love / someone or something you care about. You will aid them and protect them. An older person. Is there someone, a parent? You're seeking a grandparent, a cousin, a shitty uncle? I've been called that.
That I'm seeking.
Yes.
I guess not necessarily seeking, but I'd like the answer. My mother, my real mother.
Interesting. Maybe that's in your future for you. Somewhere out there. A mother waiting to be protected.
Interesting.
Bongos! As they all appear around the next three other people. Whoever touches the bongo first gets their fortune read. Mm-hmm.
You're already
Have
mostly
that.
there with show.
Whoever touches the bongo
I'll
first. These are the rules.
I'll tap the bongo.
Faith. Roll a D10 first.
Two.
Oh. What is this in front of you? As you see walking toward a being, an entity, you guys see this strange like creature, almost horse-like in shape, laying at its side as this faceless figure approaches it. Another person of importance in your life and in your future. In need. Desperate. Go ahead and roll a D100.
$31.
As the card comes out and flips towards you. Oh, this is pretty typical. Are you familiar with the scarred man as he flips the card around in his hand? Changed by suffering,
No.
painful events. They'll have lasting ramifications. Something will leave great mental marks on you. This creature I see means much to you. And it looks to be dying. Go ahead and roll. How does that make you feel, actually, first?
Concerned.
I'll roll a D100.
Three.
Young one, I am most worried for you. The Cardinal Knight, the symbol of violence or war. End only reached through bloody conflict. As you see in the little display in front of you, the ice, all of a sudden you see a serpentine head come up, and another serpentine head, and another, and another, and another, and it surrounds all the way around, and all the heads come in on each other as it disappears. Oh. It would seem your fate will be determined by what you can muster. Right before it all shattered, you saw the figure put the hands up and a little glow before it all disappeared. I want to be in her shoes. Bongo time! As he goes over to somebody else. It's between the two of you, Frostboy and Show.
You hit your bongo.
Oh, you did hit the bongo. Oh, well,
Did
I
you
was.
show me a crescent moon?
No. I just did a dry reading on you. I can do cold readings. I'm not. The bongos are for show. Don't tell them. He's muttering this under his breath to you.
Okay, so okay.
Just pacify an old man and bang the bongo.
I will bang the bongo.
Then Lotus appears again and everything